Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. A look at Chicago. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the Celtics. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And you know, for Boston, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
And now the... Whoa, look out!
Goodness.
Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
You look at Chicago. They've been perfect so far in the NBA Cup. A 3-0 record.
And I have a feeling their NBA Cup run is just getting started. They look totally locked in. This is a team I would not want to face in the knockout rounds.
And seeing how things are shaking out for Boston. Thus far, 1-2 in the NBA Cup. And tonight is the last group stage game.
Time probably is run out on their cup run. You normally have to win 3 games to advance, and obviously that ship has sailed for this group.
And it's White missing. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And that one, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Horford after the made shot from James. Porzingis with a screen on James. Holiday gets the bucket.
Holiday taking a calculated risk with that long-range bomb, but it pays off.
From deep, James. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Now Holiday after the missed 3 from James. Pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Again, James missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Boston also with the sub. The Bulls leading by 7. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. James is out there with Kobe White. And it's Buzelis in at the small forward. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
For three, and James gets it to go on the assist by White. James has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Brown missing. Chicago has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Another triple from James. James has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Celtics trail by 16. Here's Pritchard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And here's James outside. It's hauled in by Cornette. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And finished off by Brown.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Clippers. James left side. White bounce pass with the shot. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Brown. Gets that one to drop, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
James kicks to White. Back to James. The three. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Celtics trail by 15. Brown outside. Pass to Hauser. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And here's James outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season. And so it's Chicago, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this.
But first, let's rank the most powerful dunkers of all time.
There's only one name on that list. The late, great Darryl Dawkins, man.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bulls.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes...
Thanks for spending halftime with
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Talen Horton-Tucker. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. It was confirmed that the ankle did turn and it has significant swelling. He can put very little weight on it right now. tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
On the floor for Boston, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post positions. And it's Holiday in at the point.
This is what Holiday wants, a high percentage look at the hoop.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Shot from 12. The rebound by James. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Celtics passing it around. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. From deep, James sinks the triple. James has got 38 points.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
In the corner, Horford with it. Brown wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got 9 points.
Love the response by Brown, marching right back down and dropping in his own three.
James with it, and it's Horford picking him up. White dishes to James. And the Bulls, another three.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Goes up at the stripe. And Holiday kicks to Horford. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Kicks it out to James. On the wing, James. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Brown the pass to White. Launches it. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over in the corner, White. James has a 2-pointer, and it's Chicago scoring again.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Outside, White. Pass to Horford. They need this. Chicago grabs the miss. James with it. White finds James from the arc. And it's White with the rebound. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 3-pointer. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Heads up play by Holiday. He saw the opening and helped exploit it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is James. Non-stop scoring machine here. Count that one.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Now here's Brown. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Chicago, sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites in the Cup. They've played that well.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard.
Right, MP. They can't stop you. Good game, MP. Good win. Let's keep it going.
All right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room at the beginning of the season about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. The team you're playing tonight, they don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing. We lose this game, we're out of the tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time, one rotation at a time. Make the pass. Trust your teammates. Trust the work. We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you.
Yeah.
All right? Bring it in. Win on three.
All right.
1, 2, 3, win! Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg. And one of these teams tonight will be moving on to the NBA Cup semifinals on the Eastern Conference side. The other will be out.
And we've been looking forward to this for a while. It's when we get to see how much fun this tournament is. It's do or die time, and there are no second chances in the NBA Cup.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, hounding defense, some fast-paced action end to end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Martin slides in at the 4 with Embiid in the pivot. Then there's Paul George, then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in a shooting guard. And the 76ers with possession. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
Yes, it's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Maxey. James with the block. And they get it back. And the basket by Embiid. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Martin misses.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And James gets it to go. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
And it's James with the jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Maxey, rejected by James. To the inside. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Outside Giddey is James on the wing. The 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offense.
'76ers trail by 10. Williams and Vucevic are inside. White and Levine are out on the wings. And it's James in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. That one drops for him. Council's got 5 now. And James has got the ball here for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 11. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Jackson with it. Picked up by James. Jackson against James. Jackson can't get it to go. Bulls leading by 8. Inside, here's Williams. And he buries his first look.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Jackson against James. Jackson outside. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And so here is Chicago. It's a 10-point game. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
76ers trail by 13. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the 76ers put on a show. He picked up 54 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Jackson against James. Jackson, the pass to Oubre. To stop the run. Jackson can't get it to go. Bulls leading by 15. Outside, Williams. James finds White. Back to James. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. James has got 22.
I just love the ball movement.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. Taking a look at the 76ers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Embiid against Vucevic. They get it back. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
And here's Chicago. A big stretch here going, 10-2. And Grant, with this game being the quarterfinals matchup in the NBA Cup, it'll be interesting to see just how much these teams are willing to lay it on the line.
Yeah, some teams didn't make any changes during group play, but that mentality can change in a heartbeat when you know this could be the end of the road if you drop the game tonight.
James against George. And he's going for the lob. George with a steal. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Embiid, a screen on Williams. To the paint. It's tipped. Vucevic with a steal. Here's James. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game. From 18 feet away. And again, it's Chicago.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey surveys. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how...
And so it's the Chicago Bulls continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Hornets.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. George and Martin looking to produce at the forward spots. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, what you say?
Wow. My goodness.
Come on now. Wow. The athleticism of Maxey. Impressive.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Martin a screen for 3. George. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to James. The 3 is up. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Martin, the pass to Maxey. George outside. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent 3, George adds a lot to this offense.
James outside. And it's James with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Pass to Maxey. Here's McCain. 4-3. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. His first shot coming late. And Levine with the basket on the assist from James.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Maxey passes to George. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. Number 1, the Bulls.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Both free throws good from James.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Screen by Embiid. Oubre, that one's good. Oubre's got 5.
Asking Oubre to help stretch the floor, and he delivers.
DeSumo outside. Back to James. From deep. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
The 76ers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Maxey with it, guarded by Smith. Back to Maxey. Puts it up from the high post. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
James inside. Maxey covering. James can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. McCain's shot is off.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And James gets it to go.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Here's Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
Maxey against James. That'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. A huge 24-point lead for them. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on.
Change here for Chicago. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. James has got 47 points. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Levine and Williams are the 2 forwards. James is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Oh, it's blocked by Levine. And there's James from the arc. And the Bulls get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And that one's good. James.
And good execution by Levine with the pass. I mean, showing improved leadership skills there.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much...
So no problem for Chicago.
Great win tonight, MP.